Hello students, today we will discuss support vector machine. In machine learning, the support vector machine is supervised learning model. As you have already studied what is supervised learning. In supervised learning, we have class predefined, and when a new data element comes, we can clearly classify that data element according to the conditions. Similarly here, SVM is a supervised learning model that is associated or used for classification and regression analysis. Here also a given set of training examples, each marked as belonging to which category. An SVM algorithm build a model that assign new examples to one category. Right. In general, you can say a SVM is a classifier like other classifier, but some differentiation. It is a discriminative classifier that formally defined by a separating hyperplane. Only that differentiate the SVM from other classifiers. Now we will discuss what is hyperplane. I hope you all know one-dimensional, two-dimensional and three-dimensional data set. In one-dimensional, according to the hyperplane concept, in one-dimensional, each thing or each point is known as a point. If we talk about two-dimensional, then it will become a line that is used as a separator between the different classes. If we talk about three-dimensional data element set or three-dimensional environment, then we can utilize a plane for classification. Similarly, for higher dimensions, we use the term hyperplane. It's only a plane for that specify high dimensional separation. Means SVM identify the hyperplane which is different from other linear classifier. Only that hyperplane differentiate other classifier from the SVM. Right? Now, you can easily understand this with the help of this example. Suppose there are two groups of different elements. This belong to one class and these elements belong to another class. When we are going to design a classifier that separate these two different classes, we can design it any way. We can design it like that, we can design it like this or this. But how can we decide which one is best among all these? This decision is taken by SVM model. Support vector machine will help you to identifying which separator or which classifier is best for differentiating the element of one group from the other group. This decision is based on the concept of margin. In this diagram, you can easily see there are multiple lines. How we can say a line is good or a line is bad? A line is bad if it is passed too close to the points belong because it will be noise sensitive. Means if we talk about this line passed too close to the element of this group. If due to some any error, due to small noise, any element belong to this category can easily be classified to the another category. So such type of errors will not happen. That's why SVM classifier is used, so that we can design a hyperplane in such a way that maximize this gap. As you have already studied in your linear discriminant analysis, the classes should not overlap, and this overlapping, if we apply linear discriminant analysis, this overlapping can be reduced. But for the clear separation or finally deciding the best hyperplane for differentiating the element of one group to another group, we can use the concept of SVM. As we have stated here, a line is bad if it is passed too close to the points. Therefore, our objective is to find the line that pass as far as possible from all points. Means you can say SVM algorithm is based on finding the hyperplane that provide you the largest minimum distance to the training data elements or examples. And if we twice this distance, this is known as margin with SVM. Means margin is just only the double value of largest minimum distance. The objective of SVM is finding an optimal separating hyperplane that maximize the margin of training data element. Right. For example, suppose I talk about this example. Here you can easily identify there are three planes that separate these two classes. But which one is best? You can easily say that the plane B is correct for classifying these two groups. And A and C are giving you wrong interpretation or classification. Another scenario, if you talk about this, yes, all these planes are classifying this group and this group. But the plane C is correct because if you talk about plane B, this is more close to the first group, and if you talk about plane A, this is more close to another group. Due to some minute mistake, the element of this group can belong to the element of this group. Hence, we have to classify which plane is best for our classification. Here the C is best. Now how to decide? This is decided by SVM algorithm. We have to calculate the distance of this hyperplane to the closest element, and our objective is maximize this gap. So this is known as left hyperplane, this is known as right hyperplane, and we have to maximize this gap. Similarly, in this example, you can also identify which classifier or which plane is good for classification. Right. Now we will study how SVM identify this thing. I hope all of you know that the equation of any line can be given by ax plus b is equals to 0. Similarly, to define any plane in n-dimensional space, we can take the equation of plane. This is the equation of plane, wx plus b, w transpose multiplied by x plus b is equals to 0. Now suppose we want to classify any point x. What we do? We put this point in the equation of plane, as I have done here, w transpose multiplied by xi plus b. If it return you greater than 0 values, it means your point xi belong to one class. Suppose class is C1. If xi belong to another class, obviously that will return you the value less than 0. Means you can decide xi belong to class C1 or belong to class C2 on behalf of these two values. If it return greater than 0 value, obviously this point will belong to this side. If this will return, if your point after putting in your equation of plane return you less than 0, so then your point will belong to the class C2. Now, if hyperplane is wx plus b is equals to 0, then the distance of any point from the plane is calculated by drawing a perpendicular from the point to the line, and this distance is equal to mod of wx plus b divided by mod of w. Hence, by scaling property similar to this equation, we can write the equation of plane is wx plus b greater than or equal to 1 if x belong to C1 and Another, wx plus b less than or equals to 1 minus 1 if x belongs to C2. It is just only an extension of these two statements. Means if we take our left plane or right plane at the distance from the middle plane is equals to 1, then we can say this gap is approximately equal to 2. Here plus 1 and here you can say minus 1. On behalf of this, we have written these two statements: wx plus b greater than or equals to 1 and wx plus b less than or equals to 1 if your point belongs to C2. If mod of wx plus b is equals to 1, then the distance of any point from your plane is equals to, you have to put this value as 1 divided by mod of w. Hence, what is the margin? I already told you the concept of margin. Margin is maximize this gap between one class element and another class element. Then this gap is totally equal to one sided 1 upon w, another side is also 1 upon w. Obviously, it will become 2 upon mod of w. Hence, the total margin is 2 upon mod of w. The objective of SVM is maximize this margin, which is equivalent. Obviously, if you want to maximize this margin, you have to minimize this mod of w with respect to some constraint. In this way, SVM help in identifying which hyperplane is better among the others, to classify or design a classifier that classify one group from the other. That is all about SVM.